Well, we begin live at 5 with the latest developments following the death of Aaron Hernandez. Today, a Fall River Superior Court judge vacating the former New England Patriots murder conviction in the death of Odin Lloyd.
And the story was just breaking on Eyewitness News at noon. Tears in court from family members of Odin Lloyd as the judge read his decision. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado was inside the courtroom. She joins us live from Fall River with the story. Steph?
Well, we knew this was possible from the day Aaron Hernandez died. Now it has become a reality. His murder conviction in the death of Odin Lloyd has been vacated, and the DA is now calling the legal precedent behind all of this medieval.
That the merits of the appeal.
Tears from Odin Lloyd's loved ones as a judge throws out Aaron Hernandez's murder conviction.
The court has no choice but to abate the proceedings ab initio by vacating Hernandez's convictions and dismissing the charges against him.
The judge following an age-old legal precedent of abatement ab initio that wipes out a conviction if the defendant dies before his direct appeal is decided.
I know everyone is looking for me to be angry, but I'm not.
Odin Lloyd's mother, Ursula Ward, says it doesn't wipe out what happened.
He's guilty, and he's going to always be guilty.
He was convicted by a jury of his peers, as you were here 2 years ago on April 15th, and an antiquated common law medieval England doctrine can't take that away.
Bristol County District Attorney Tom Quinn delivering a strong rebuke of the legal principle that got the case tossed.
To allow an archaic rule to erase the jury's verdict flies in the face of common sense and basic fairness.
Attorneys from his office unsuccessfully argued that Hernandez killed himself knowing his conviction would be thrown out.
This court cannot know why Hernandez chose to end his life.
Ursula Ward choosing to find comfort in her faith.
No one won today, but I won because I have God on my side.
And the DA says the Commonwealth plans to file an appeal of this ruling. Now, the question here is, could this affect the civil case Odin Lloyd's family has filed against Hernandez's estate? We'll talk about that coming up new at 6. Live in Fall River with the Mobile Newsroom, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Now at 6, we're looking ahead at what's next now that Aaron Hernandez's murder conviction has been vacated.
Both the Bristol County District Attorney and Odin Lloyd's family say they will continue their respective legal fights.
Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us live from Fall River with the Southeastern Massachusetts Mobile Newsroom with the new details. Steph?
In death, Aaron Hernandez is no longer a convicted murderer. His conviction thrown out today. Lawyers believe the Patriots may owe his estate money from his signing bonus, money that could end up in the hands of murder victim Odin Lloyd's family.
The court has no choice but to abate the proceedings.
The judge tossed out Aaron Hernandez's murder conviction because he died before getting his appeal. But for Ursula Ward, the mother of murder victim Odin Lloyd, nothing has changed.
He's guilty, and he's going to always be guilty.
At a hearing Tuesday morning, the Commonwealth tried to argue the precedent should not be applied here, claiming Hernandez caused his own death, knowing his conviction would be vacated.
He should not be able to accomplish in death what he could not have accomplished in life.
But the judge sided with Hernandez's attorneys and the long-standing legal precedent.
This court cannot know why Hernandez chose to end his life.
Meanwhile, Ursula Ward's attorney Doug Sheff is moving forward with the wrongful death suit against Hernandez.
The civil suit will go on just fine.
Sheff has said he does believe the Patriots may now owe millions to Hernandez's estate, which in turn could be awarded to Odin Lloyd's family in the suit. Other known assets include Hernandez's house and money from the sale of his car.
We did take particular note the other day to the handwritten note that said, "You're rich." We don't know what that refers to. We'd like to find out.
Ursula Ward says she's not angry by today's ruling, powered by her faith.
I know God is fighting this battle for me.
And the Patriots have previously declined to comment to us about players' contracts or financial terms, so it's unclear if any money is owed. Also, the DA vowed to appeal today's ruling. Live in Fall River with the Mobile Newsroom, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.